We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing a fight to hold support. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot sent out a bear indicator at 1:30 p.m. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 80% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see it popping up there within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support here above the 445 area. And in today's volatility, it did a full transition. And we're going to talk about what's going on with the inflow versus outflow and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run idea was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And the home run idea was from our Apple bot. Our Apple bot sent out a bear indicator at 2:05 p.m. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision. And put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see it popping up there within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area yesterday to the rip area in today's pre-market and in the middle of the day, and now back down towards the dip area in today's volatility. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, under a bear indicator in the volatility of the second half of the day here at around the 451.60 area, and outflows crossing over to the downside, guys. A bull indicator popped up yesterday at around the 449 area. That was a tight area of resistance / support in yesterday's trading day and today's pre-market. It used it as support and bounced off of it. You could see that double bottom effect there, and inflows had not crossed over until into the bell, and you could see it there in the pre-market, pulling away from it after the bell as well, and hitting highs here of inflows of 3.36, and the movement started to become much more predominant to the upside from the 448, 449 area. to highs up here of the 452 to 453 area. Now in the second half, that bear indicator popped up, full transition on 42 vision from the rip area to the dip area, and outflow started to dominate, erasing those gains and even hitting new lows of day and passing the support from yesterday at around the 447 area. Now this inflow versus outflow is going to be crucial and critical going into next week, as well as in the bigger picture of the 1 hour, as it's actually crossed here after it just broke back up in today's volatility. This is something to not ignore here, how it went from white with red borders to bright green bars. Bull indicator popped up at 450.30 area, inflows crossed over, and quickly at the 451.60 area, this bull indicator got canceled, bear indicator started to dominate, and outflows now are dominating as well, and we're back down here on the 1 hour of -4, guys. Something to not ignore and overlook here in the bigger picture, and how it's crossed over as well on the 30-minute chart. And in the 15-minute, we could see within the volatility how inflows were above and how quickly it crossed over, got a bear indicator at 451.40 area, and dropped down towards the 447, 446 area here in the post market. Now, inflows are trying to pick back up, and it's going to be crucial for any strength to reflect into these charts for these inflows to cross back over and roll that strength over into the 30-minute as well. I would not ignore that, because if it doesn't, this could just be volatility, and if this bear indicator does not get canceled by a possible bull indicator, this weakness could possibly continue to persist within the chart. So definitely something I'm not going to ignore and overlook here, and these inflow versus outflows are going to be crucial going into next week. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys. And the first support level, if these outflows continue below the midpoint and on the 15-minute as well, with these bear indicators, the first support is 445. If that continues to break down and these outflows continue to dominate on the 1 hour, the 30-minute, and the 15-minute, then I'll be watching the 443 to 440 area. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick back up, start reflecting that strength into these charts, cancel out this bear indicator with a possible bull indicator. Same thing here on the 15-minute. Get these inflows as they're trying to head towards the midpoint to cross it, cancel out the bear indicator, and start those transitions back up from the dip area like it did here from yesterday to today's pre-market, and even in the middle of today. Something to not ignore there is that the next bars would be red with green borders, and then the dark green and a possible bull indicator, and then bright green, right? And the first resistance I'll be watching is the 449 area. Then above that is the 451.50 area, where this bull indicator popped up on the 30-minute. I'll be watching if these inflows could cross over and start pulling away from the midpoint. And then the next resistance I'll be watching is the 453 to 455 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial. I would not ignore them. And the inflow versus outflows are definitely something to not overlook, as those inflows are trying to pick up here on the 15-minute, full transition here as well on the 30-minute, and also here on the 1 hour. The last piece missing is white with red borders for a full transition to happen, right? But these outflows have slightly slowed down. Inflows are trying to pick up on the 15-minute, and I'll be watching if that strength can roll over. If the 15-minute crosses over, retest key resistance levels, and bring these inflows up here on the 30-minute as well. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. So if you made it this far into the video and you are a swing trader or looking to gain an edge when it comes to swing trading, you're definitely going to want to check this out. And this is our new swing bot that will be fully released really soon. And so far, it has sent 2 notifications in the last several days, right? The first one, as you see it popping up there, was NVIDIA on Friday of last week at around $444. And the other one was Tesla yesterday in the pre-market, and from yesterday to today, and even yesterday alone, it ran up nearly $10 plus. Now, when it comes to the Nvidia one, you could see it popping up there on the screen. I shared the chart yesterday, and I also circled an area, as you see it there in the chart, how it kept on bouncing off that support and trying to hold above 444. And then I put a line across when that notification came in. And now you're seeing this other chart, which I shared today in the pre-market. And I stated, right, you could see the same line there. And I put the swing bot notification there at around the 444 area. It was already opening up from yesterday to today at 449. And I talked about in that purple area, the area that kept on acting like support. And there was a strong resistance in the pre-market and previous days at the 452 area. And the bulls would need to break through that for possible continuation. Not guaranteed, but it was important, and inflows needed to cross. Now, when you see it here in the next chart, going into the open, it was broken through, bull indicator popped up, and then inflows crossed over, and you could see the purple area that continued to act like support, and Nvidia calls were up nearly 100% plus with the swing notification bot since it was sent out, right? And you could see that blue line again where that notification was sent at that after hours on Friday. So this is our new swing bot. If you take a look at Tesla too, it sent it out at around the $256 area, and Tesla went to highs here of nearly $270 in the last 2 days, and it was sent out yesterday in the pre-market, right around this area, and the full move. So typically with these swing bots and the notifications that come in, they're there to add perspective. Nothing's guaranteed, but the goal is for it to add perspective. Take a look for possible support levels and bullish confirmations of a reversal, and from there it typically pans out within several days to weeks. But sometimes it could happen this fast within 1 or 2 days. And when it does, I typically tend to make a rational decision because maybe my goals and strategy and expectations have been met, right? I don't want to get too greedy either, but I wanted to share with you guys our new swing bot that's going to be notifying directly into our Discord on high probability opportunities based off specific criterias and dip areas of wire Fred borders, as I call them, on multiple time frames and other criterias to confirm of the possibility of it looking like a possible support or area to not ignore for a possible swing of a reversal. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.